what do you love?
Which is, what do you think about?
All right. Are we doing two? Are you trying to override? What
I didn't put anything there, so
Okay.
I did. You say
I
I,
did.
don't participate, so I put it
All
in
right.
there.
So we got two. We got two. What do you think about? Because I still want to get the story from Joe, but I like this. Hey, Kurt, what do you think about pickle or pickle?
Oh, gross.
I get it. Hold on. What do you think about pickle Oreos?
I think they sound like crap.
Oh, thank God you didn't eat them.
Is this an actual thing?
Oh.
So I thought it was one of those fake Oreo flavors that people put up, but and there was a comma, but apparently it's real, and I'm not tasting them.
No, sir.
Look, under the best circumstances, good chocolate and a good pickle, you're not eating them together. This cannot be a good chocolate flavor nor a good pickle flavor.
As a paramedic who has actually delivered 3 or 4 kids in the field and taken many a pregnant woman to the hospital.
Why didn't you use a hospital?
I would have absolutely used a hospital. They chose otherwise. They woke up and chose violence that morning.
Okay.
Look, just like Disney picked me, sometimes these mamas pick me. What can I say?
They just want you for your face.
Out of all the cravings I've heard, yeah, pickle juice is one of them. It has to do with I forget. There's something in pickle juice that the body craves. That
Pickles.
And no, Joe. No. Both of y'all are interchangeable. You're interchangeable right now with all these bad jokes and stuff. You're just a blur to me of horrible people I hate dealing with. But and Oreos, chocolate. I've definitely heard that craving, but never together, Kurt. Never together.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard pickles and ice cream together.
No thanks.
But again, I like pickles, and I'm okay with Oreos. Oreos are not the best cookie, but together, how can that be good?
Yeah, I'm with you. So, I mean, didn't they do like a Thanksgiving dinner flavor as well? There's a lot of Oreo
that might even be better.
I will not try.
That might even be better.
Maybe.
Because you got a little savory thing going on there. But
hey, we got our first merchandise pitch from a fan. Quote, I like pickles, Kurt.
And turtles.
I need that t-shirt. Oh, I like pickles and turtles, says the Kurt. So random kids. So all right, Joe, get on designing the pickles and turtle shirt for us.
The pickles and turtle shirt.
You still got to get my face for the logo.
Yeah, I know. You know what? We need to get with is it civilian voice?
Who needs Pickle Rick? You got Pickle Kurt?
Pickle Kurt.
But Joe, was it? I don't think I'm saying it right. I don't think it was civilian. Who has the Muir pack?
That is civilian, isn't it?
Is it civilian? And maybe civilian can help us get Kurt's face into the logo, and maybe help design the I like pickles and turtles shirt.
I like pickles and turtles.
See, you get a
it is civilian
headshot of me, right, in whatever the right style is, but paint my face like the I like turtles kid. Only make it green.
Okay, yeah. I get where you're going. And Iron Will. I mean, no, dude, I so apologize. It was October. We were trying to get together because Iron Will had some great ideas on marketing and pushing and this and it just didn't line up with time. But I really want to sit down with Iron Will and hear out the ideas and those kind of things. So, but yeah, I think I don't know if Iron Will. Hey, let me just put it out to everybody. If you like designing things, if you can draw, you see our logo, you see the style of it. It's essentially AI shoot this right. For some reason, they're not. Well, I'll be honest, Kurt, I haven't played with the newest photos, but the first photo, they were not. AI was not playing nice with Kurt. Not even close.
It wasn't. Yeah.
So, both Joe and I have our anime avatars that are basically almost real life versions of anime that could be us type of deal. It is so close that people who didn't know what the show was saw my jersey at DragonCon. Went, is that you? Well, yeah, it's me on there. So we just need Kurt to join us in that logo, and then of course we need that thing. But Joe, what do you think about launching an update that breaks the system?
Oh, sigh. So this past week, at work, another team put in an update, and it brought down the systems for
Was it your former team? Because that was so
tons
juicy.
well, it wasn't my former team, but they were impacted too. And
Not
so
as juicy.
so they put in a change that impacted our SSO, single sign-on. And so for those that aren't in the tech field or don't know what that is, it's you log into your computer, and then the single sign-on uses those credentials that you logged in with to your computer to log you into various applications. And so when the single sign-on broke, a ton of our stuff didn't work because they depended on that for authentication. And
Now, is this an internal thing or external? Like, is it public
a
facing?
little bit of both, actually.
Okay.
So like my previous team, that was all internal. But teams were impacted across the board, whether they were internal facing or external facing. And so it took us most of the day and the next day, 2 days, to figure everything out. Luckily, we got the production environment running that first day within a few hours. It was actually our test. If any environment had to be stubborn, we're happy that it was test, but it was being very stubborn. And at least I had PTO today, and I have PTO tomorrow for Chattacon. But even as of yesterday, it wasn't fully working, but it was working enough that people who were depending on tests to be up for their own stuff were fine. But yeah, it was a pain. And during that, in addition to the SSO being down, one of the other teams that handles load balancing between multiple servers, the NetScaler team, they accidentally turned all of their stuff on as if it was the disaster recovery environment instead of our normal production environment. And so it was just everyone was having issues, and it was yeah. I got into a couple of meetings, and they were like, I'm kind of surprised you're still having this meeting because everything's kind of a brown fan right now.
I believe because Joe and I and we do invite Kurt, but he's there's definitely nights he's busy and he's doing things. But the first Tuesday of each month, Joe and I intend on getting together and playing video games and hanging out and talking. And just, hey, come play. We've had people come play games with it. We've done the Jackbox games.
Wait, nobody told me this.
I thought you were going to fire him, Joe. So Portal, we played Portal, which actually we're going to get back. We're going to get back into Portal because there's a fan-made expansion pack there. I'm going to throw up. Stop. You're moving the screen too many times. So that's 2 for me, by the way. For those who are sensitive to the vomit sounds or talking about it, well, that's 3 for me now. So I apologize. Kind of. It's kind of funny though. But anyway, we were talking about doing a game this past Tuesday because I didn't have anything scheduled for Dragon Con, which is what I normally do on the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month, which I'll announce a change to that here shortly. And Joe's like, we were going to do it, but then he was like, yeah, I don't think I can because of this going on, right? You were still working, you were tired. But I believe in that conversation, you said that something about 2:45 a.m. I thought came out of your mouth.
Yeah, the problem started at 2:45 a.m. on Tuesday. Luckily, with my new team, I'm not on the on-call rotation just yet. So, I was very happy to be excluded from the early morning stuff. But yeah, we were working until a little after 8 p.m. that night, still trying to figure it out. And then at that point, my boss is like, look, this is test. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Because if it had been production, we would have obviously had to keep working. But yeah, so then the next day, come I got to work for about an hour and a half on my own projects, and then it was, hey, everyone join this call and let's see if we can figure out test. And for the rest of yesterday, we were on a call. We took a break for lunch, and then we came right back to it. And yeah, we were just trying to figure out what the problem was. So
That's rough. I've been there. It's not fun.
And with my new position, I have a work phone now, and it's connected to Teams. And so I'm on PTO. I'm not looking at it, but it was going off up until 7 p.m. tonight. So I doubt that it's fully working still.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's
But luckily,
part of
it
the
was
job,
test
but it does
environment.
suck.
I mean, test environment is the big deal, right? The fact that it was in the test environment.
Yes, that was a godsend right there. Oh, dead baby turtle. I love it.
Yep.
Did you read that comment, Charles?
That's fine.
Kurt is back. Finally, some whys to go with Joe's nerdy. Charles must be the N.
No reason to give him an hard time.
Yeah, it's a nope for me, dog.
Oh,
I'm the N for sure.
it's not very hard to make those jokes.
Ooh.